What a milestone, right? What a milestone that I just hit with sneaker profiles 365. What does that translate to? That means there's 365 days in the calendar year, and I have a shoe for every day of the year. So that's my main milestone that I wanted to accomplish when I started producing this series of sneaker profiles. When I started delivering my shoes in my collection, and don't worry, I still got more to go. But what I always wanted to do was I wanted to hit the 365 mark. I wanted to see if I had 365 shoes in my collection, and obviously I'm going above and beyond that at this point. So I started reflecting back, and I always wanted to do this series all over again when it came to the first 10. Right? When it came to the first 10 that I delivered over 2.5 years ago, I wanted to do those again because trust me, I watched some of them and I was just like, wow, I definitely need to do these all over again because you know what, this is definitely a series that I feel like I was very new to YouTube at that particular time. And I didn't really know how to deliver a sneaker profile. So I wanted to do these, but I wanted to make sure I did them at the once I hit the 365 mark, and I have done that. So now it's going back, and I wanted to pay tribute to these shoes again. The first five when it comes to this particular series, but I wanted to reintroduce the silver box era when it comes to my FC Sneaker Factory behind me. Because you should all know, especially if you're following me from the beginning, back then I used to call my channel the Floyd Chavez channel. And then I forgot when exactly I switched it up and I started doing the FC Sneaker Factory. And then I started really going into a more upscale, more direct in terms of the reviews of the shoe. But the very beginning of my series of the profiles featured this particular shoe that I see to my right. I mean, just an amazing shoe. This is the first one when it came to the entire series. And like I mentioned before, this was the first one that I dropped, and that was over 2.5 years ago. And I'll give you the exact date that I did this one. But since I actually forgot about this, and I forgot to mention this earlier, a couple of videos ago with the Floyd's pickups, but my dad's birthday was September 20th, so I wanted to wish my dad a happy birthday here on YouTube. I wanted to give him a special shout out because he's well deserving of that because he's a strong pillar when it comes to this channel. So I appreciate my dad and I wanted to wish him a happy birthday. I just totally forgot to say that when I was doing that Floyd's pickup video, but now I'm here. Now I remember, and now I wanted to definitely give him that special shout out that he deserves. So really quick, I'm just relaxing in the FC Sneaker Factory. I want to make this segment just a real relaxing segment when it comes to revisiting these shoes, basically doing a remix when it comes to these particular first five that I first came out with when it came to these particular profile. But really quick, I am wearing the Supreme Kurt Cobain right here. This is actually in a very nice baby blue color. I'm wearing some Rangabone denim, so I'm just keeping it casual, just relaxing at this current time. I just wanted just to be pretty chill. But really quick, also the G-Shock 6900. This is the John Mayer and Hideki collaboration with G-Shock. I love this watch. It's a great watch. I got a good amount of compliments whenever I do wear this because of just the different hits when it comes to this watch. So let me go ahead and sit down and just basically just relax with you people. Hopefully you're having an amazing day. Of course, I do got that sunlight shining through the FC Sneaker Factory window, but I'm sure it will be going away pretty soon because I'm filming these actually a little later on in the day. Currently, we are still in the midst of summer. We're actually this is actually September 1st when I'm actually making these videos, so it's still pretty hot, but right now the sun has went down. It's starting to go down. It's starting to get a little bit cool. So I said, you know, I'm going ahead and just knock some of these revisits, some of these remixes out of the park like I always do. And with this amazing shoe right here. First of all, we lost a big figure when it comes to the wrestling world. And I'm going to dedicate these segments to him because I feel like, I mean, this man should definitely be in the WWE Hall of Fame. Definitely deserves to be shine at this current time. We just recently lost him to a battle of cancer. Not too many people knew that he was actually had cancer, and he was actually in, a bad condition at that current time before he passed. But I want to give this man a special shout out because he was just a larger than life character in the wrestling world, and from what I've heard through interviews, he was just a great human being and a great guy all around. He wasn't never really heard anything too negative when it came to his name, when it came to his character. But I feel like, I mean, this man definitely needs a tribute, and I hope my people, right, my followers, my true smart people out there, the winners when it comes to this sneaker YouTube genre, hopefully you can give him that special shout out as well. And hopefully you'll know exactly who I'm talking about. But I have his figure right here, and he used to go by the name of Sid Vicious, Sid Justice, Psycho Sid when it came to the late days of the WWF. But his actual real name is Sid Udy. So shout out to you, Sid Udy. Thank you for all your hard work when it came to the wrestling world. You're going to be truly missed. I know probably now they'll probably put him in the WWE Hall of Fame, but it's just too bad that they didn't do that when he was actually alive. Remember watching him in numerous matches, but I want to dedicate all these segments to him because, he was a larger than life character. Definitely knew how to rock the mic. His wrestling skills were really good, a little stiff, but he was actually a really good worker. And from what I know, he was a really good guy. Or else I wouldn't be giving him a shout out here. So enough about that. Let's go ahead and go into the original sneaker profiles. Number one, the one that kicked it all off when it came to this entire series that I have dropped. And this actually video came out. I actually dropped Sneaker Profiles 1 back on April 7th of 2022. Okay, so a very long time ago. You watch that, bear with them, or bear with that Floyd at that particular time, that Mr. Wonderful. But now you got the real Mr. Wonderful here that definitely knows how to rock the mic, definitely knows how to drop fucking promos like no other. So let's go ahead and go into this review right here. So silver box era when I hit you with the first 10, but we're only going to be doing 5 when it comes to this particular segment before I take a break. I remember filming all 10 of those videos in one day. It was absolutely insane. And I remember towards the end, I was just exhausted about them. But let's take a look at this box. The box is just an amazing condition still for being how old it is. But let's take a look at the box. The beautiful, my favorite era, which is the silver box era right here. I love the boxes. I love just all the shoes when it came to this specific era. But let's take a look at the tag on this one. And I remember purchasing this. Hopefully I could get a nice view of it. There you go, right there. Okay, you see that iron Sport Royal white, size 10.5. I used to love looking at that green tag. I actually got this on eBay, and it was from that www.coolshoesshine.com. So that was the store that I purchased it from, and I believe this store was located like somewhere in Orange County. I want to say Brea at the time. I want to say this store is actually in Brea, but this is what I'm talking about. So I love when Nike SB used to do this. They used to actually put the wood grain on the interior part of the box. This is actually white and green wood grain on the box. It even goes on the inner part right here of the box as well. This paper though is actually really faint now, but it is all white and it does have wood grain on there as well. I doubt the cameras will catch it though. So did not pick this up for retail, but from what I know, I picked this up for a really cheap price when it came to eBay. I mean, I purchased this a long ass time ago. This was a very long time ago when I first picked this one up. So the SB's market was really low at that current time, and I swooped this one up quick. I just remember the only thing that was missing on this one was there was no gray laces on this one, so I didn't pick this one up with the gray laces. It didn't come with the shoe, but everything else came with. Obviously, the other shoe. And but if anything, I would have probably switched the gray laces out to these blue ones regardless. But this is still dead stock. I still haven't wore this, and I have not seen this shoe for over 2.5 years, because the last time I saw this was when I did the profile on it, and that was over 2.5 years ago to be exact. So let's go ahead and knock this one. This was the original sneaker profile one right here, and we are, or I should say, this is known as the Nike Dunk SB High Iron right here. And this shoe was released back on September of 2003 right here, and it still fucking looks amazing, right? The amazing how this shoe is still intact and how good it fucking looks. The entire shoe looks freaking amazing still to this day. But let's take a look at the materials. I mean, this was when SB was at the top of the material list. They just used the best materials on just their SBs, and these right here, this one right here in particular, cost $75 back then. Man, I miss those days so damn much. But here we go. Let's take a look at the review of this shoe. So this is known as the Iron, but this was inspired by the NFL Detroit Lions. This was a very highly sought after shoe, but just basically paying tribute to the Detroit Lions on this one. So if you notice really close, look at this material. Absolutely buttery soft suede. Absolutely love the suede they used to use back then, but this buttery soft suede runs throughout the entire shoe, even on that swoosh. If you look at it, it is in that beautiful gray color, and as you can see, that beautiful suede runs throughout the entire shoe, through the shoelaces, this side panel, and also this flap, and then also going towards the rear part of the shoe. Also, by the ankle collar of the shoe, just absolutely gorgeous. You see that? Look at that beautiful blue suede, that royal suede. You can even see the brush strokes as I'm brushing the swoosh, but absolutely gorgeous suede also on that royal blue swoosh. The midsole and the stitching is actually in that beautiful gray color, just to go fluently, right? There's no type of stoppage going on from the gray suede into that midsole, so that's absolutely amazing. You do have that nice gray midsole and that gray stitching, and then you also see that just below is that beautiful gum bottom right there. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's take a look at the rear part of the shoe. So as we're going towards the rear part, nothing skips a beat. You do have that beautiful gray suede that's just going down throughout the rear part of the shoe. As you can see also, that beautiful, that royal blue tab right here, absolutely gorgeous as well. I mean, the suede on this is just fucking amazing. So smooth to the touch, so buttery soft. Let's take a look at the rear part. The rear part is absolutely gorgeous as well. I mean, damn near identical to the lateral side. Nothing has changed. You do still have that amazing, beautiful gray suede, but also that beautiful royal blue swoosh as well. Just absolutely just gorgeous. So soft, so smooth to the touch. I mean, just absolutely gorgeous suede when it comes to that. And then you just see it throughout the entire shoe. The collar of the shoe, the flap, through the shoelaces, this beautiful window right here, and this amazing gray suede. And then also you do have that beautiful right there mud guard in that beautiful gray suede as well. And then you also just have that nicely fluent transition from that gray suede into the midsole. Does not skip a beat. You do got that same gray midsole with the gray stitching and that beautiful gum bottom. Let's take a look at the front part of the shoe. Look at that. Amazing front part. I just love how those royal blue shoelaces pop in your eyes. But look at that. Just absolutely gorgeous. Let's take a look at that beautiful gum bottom. Dead stock. I never put this on, never wore it. I bought it brand new, minus the gray shoelaces, but look at that beautiful gum bottom, the old school outsoles when it came to the SB line from the silver box era. Let's take a look at my favorite part, right? The aerial view of the shoe. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous though. Beautiful gray suede toe box. And then also you see those beautiful bright royal blue shoelaces, and then this nice nylon tongue in that beautiful gray color. You have the Nike, but first of all, the The tag is in that beautiful royal blue, definitely representing the Lions colors right there. But then you do see the Nike and the swoosh in that beautiful gray. And if you look closely, there is no SB because back in the silver box era, they did not put SB on the tags of the tongues. So it was just straight Nike and the swoosh right there. Inside, you do have a beautiful cushioned ankle collar when it comes to that inside of the shoe in that beautiful gray color. But you see the insole, absolutely gorgeous, that royal blue insole. But you do have that white design and in the Zoom Air as well in that beautiful white color. This is obviously a high top, so the tongue is just a thin tongue when it comes to that, but just absolutely gorgeous. Do you remember this one? Do you remember this one? All my sneakerheads out there, right? My real sneakerheads when it comes to the SB line. Do you remember this one? Do you remember how gorgeous this shoe was when it first came out? And then look at it now. Still fucking gorgeous as always, right? Because this one never has been worn. I'm not even sure if I ever plan on wearing it because it's just an amazing shoe. Who knows? Maybe if I really went to like a nice sneaker event, something like that, where I knew I needed how to bust out a banger. Maybe this one is one that would bust out, but I have a lot of shoes to bust out. I might just keep this one DS until forever, basically, because it's just a great shoe. Don't want to damage it now. It's like over, it's really old now at this point. Like I said, this was a September 2002 release right here. But what do you think about this one? The iron, right? The tribute to the Detroit Lions right here, because you definitely can see the colors basically giving that tribute, especially with that beautiful royal blue pop in the shoelaces and in the swoosh. Here you go, right? Sneaker Profiles 1, the original Profile 1, back from April 7th of 2022 right here. Absolutely gorgeous shoe. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this one. Do you remember that original Sneaker Profiles? Oh, God, that's pretty damn rough back then. But thank you for coming in. Like I said, I'm just going to be dropping these just really chill. Nothing too crazy because, you know what, we are doing remixes on this. And I just wanted to pay these shoes a tribute again. But also just definitely, that profile definitely needed to be redone again. So here we go. Sneaker Profile 1 right there from the original back on April 7th of 2022. Beautiful shoe, gorgeous shoe. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the silver box era. Definitely let me know how you feel about this particular shoe. I would like to know that. See you in a couple days. I'm going to drop this short here on YouTube tomorrow, so just make sure you're tuning into that. I probably will use the same song that I used from the original. I'm not going to switch it up that when it comes to the song. I'm just going to basically give you that relook of this shoe 2.5 years later down the road. So here we go. That concludes this one. But of course, like I always mention, right, the beautiful ladies, the cheerleaders, oh, the girls that get my heart pumping, the beautiful women, I should say, that get my heart pumping. Just like I always tell me, in every single day of my life, I always get those beautiful compliments, but I also pay those compliments to these beautiful ladies. But they always have that same thing in common. They always say, Floyd, Mr. Wonderful, you are too damn